Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I filmed this Ultra Glam Prom tutorial and I actually explained to you guys some of the products that you guys can use if you guys are going to go out and buy some new makeup for prom, and you guys all the good makeup to buy if you guys are kind of starting new. And I really hope that this gave you guys some suggestions on what you can do. So yeah, this is the final product. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want any classic makeup looks or with no glitter or anything like that, then definitely just leave it in the comments below. Yeah, if you guys want to learn how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so before I do anything, I don't have any brows on or anything like that. The first thing I'm going to do is really moisturize my skin and make sure that my skin is glowing and all that. If you can, try doing this about 30 minutes before you even apply makeup. So this is my Kim Tai Ofra Wonder Lush, which is like my favorite moisturizer, and I would recommend it to everyone. Skin preparation in general is very important, so before any of this, maybe like the day before or the night before or whatever, apply a face mask, apply some under eye patches, just make sure that your face is really glowing and really amazing. So right now I'm going to apply my eye gel from Bay Body. Rosewater and glycerin spray, because this is a kind of like a primer. So go ahead and spray this in your face just to be moisturized. Don't mind these little pieces. I did my hair in like a little fast updo really quick just for this video. While this dries, I'm going to do my brows really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about palettes for a little bit, eyeshadow palettes in specific, because if you're going out, oh by the way, I like prime my eyes and like concealed them and all of that jazz, but when you're going to go out buying makeup palettes, sometimes people buy what's in. People might buy the Mon Renaissance palette and use it for prom, and some people might buy, I don't know what other palettes are good right now, what other palettes are like new, the Kylie Jenner palette or Urban Decay palette or whatever. Personally for me, if I were to go out buying something for prom and for basically so I can wear throughout the whole the time that I'm gonna have the palette, I would definitely go for something neutral, because neutral palettes are my favorite palettes ever. This one is the Kat Von D Shade Light Eye Palette. Honestly, I think this is the best palette for neutrals. There's a range of colors and I love it because it has browns, blacks, whites, and an orange for transition, a really nice yellow color to set everything. I just think that this palette was really well thought of, and the only thing, it just doesn't have shimmers. Now, normally for prom, when I think of prom, I think of, what's the word? I think of really like luxurious. When I think of prom, I think of glitter, I think of shimmers. And even though this doesn't have any glitters or shimmers in it, I really still recommend this palette, because you can just buy this palette and then buy like a $5 glitter from NYX and call it a day, and you could keep this palette. Another palette that I really love, I have a lot of palettes I could talk about, but these ones, I really love the Mon Renaissance palette. Like, don't get me wrong, but something that doesn't have a black in it, and it has very warm tone colors, and it's kind of hard when some people's dresses are more on the silvery side, or something cool tone, you know. Or what if someone's dress is blue, or what if someone's dress is purple? And the Mon Renaissance palette is very pinky and warm tone, and even though I love it so much, I think that the Anastasia World Traveler, is what it's called? I think that the Anastasia World Traveler palette is another really amazing palette that you can pick up and use on a daily basis. It has a black, a brown, a nice transition color. It has some glitters in here, which I think are really pretty. Pink Champagne is my favorite. You could go with the Chic, which is a gray, a nice gold color, another one, and just some really nice pops of colors. I really love this palette and I think it's worth the investment. So these two palettes are probably my favorite palettes and what I would recommend getting for prom. I'm going to jump through these palettes when I do my tutorial today. The orange shade, which is this color right here. And And I'm going to take that on my Morphe M502 brush. I'm going to do a very neutral. My goal is to do a very neutral eye look. That way you can put any pop of color on your lid that you want. I'm going to be taking Morocco right here on that same brush. You absolutely do not need to go out and do Morocco. You can just keep layering up that orange shadow from the Kat Von D palette. I'm going to be taking this orange red brown from the Kat Von D Shade Light palette, and I'm taking that on my Luxie 227 blending brush, which is an amazing brush. I love it so much. To deepen this up even more, I'm taking this chocolate brown right here, and I'm going to be taking that on a Luxie 229 brush, and I'm basically keeping this above my crease because you guys can probably tell we're going to cut our crease and put some glitter. Because I'm super duper extra, I'm going to take fudge, even though it's literally the same thing, but I just want to give you guys a different like perspective. So this is fudge, and I'm taking that on actually the same brush. Taking that Luxie 227 blending brush and just blending out this, because for prom I really want to make sure that everything is nice and blended. I'm going to take my MAC 221 brush and I'm going to take a black color right here. Some people are kind of scared to use a black color, but I think you have to use the tiniest amount. The Anastasia palette used the black in there, but this we're just going to take it a little bit. You do not want a black eye for prom, guys. Trust. Trust. So just kind of create that line, and then we're going to take that same blending brush, the 227 blending brush, and just blend this into our socket of the eye. Just adding a lot of definition. Now that we have most of the colors down, we're going to put our brow bone highlight. You don't want to go with this yellow shade just because that's not going to bring a pop of color. You're going to want to go with a white shade. This one from Kat Von D with my Luxie 211. Today we're going to cut our crease because we want to make this super glam for prom. So I'm just going to cut my crease, and I'm going to start from the inner corner and go all the way out. We're not making a half cut crease, we're not making a wing cut crease, we're just doing a full cut crease. Something that helps is if you tilt your head back and really see where your crease is. Set this concealer really quick with the yellow shade from the Kat Von D palette. So what we're going to do is kind of go and clean up that line with shadow, and I'm going to be taking the brown shadow just to start it off with my Morphe M508 very lightly because we don't want to mess up our concealer. I know where we can go, where the sun... What I'm going to talk about right now is glitter. I love glitter so much. I think glitter is amazing for prom, and I will do another video if you want me to do like a classic no glitter prom makeup look. Just leave that in the comments below. If you guys want a more simple makeup look, definitely leave it in the comments below. But I love these NYX glitters. Before I discovered Violet Voss or anybody like that, I loved these NYX glitters. So yeah, I loved the NYX glitters before anything. These are my favorite. Silver and gold, definitely. If you have any color dress, I think silver and gold will definitely complement a lot. So those are really nice and affordable. Violet Voss is also very affordable. I think they're like $9 and you get a lot for the price. This is Champagne Bubbly, which is like a really nice silvery, but I wouldn't recommend this because it does have specks of gold in it, so it depends on your color of your dress. That's the kind of glitter that you want to do. I just don't recommend going, if you have like a blue dress wearing blue glitter, you don't want that. Just go something neutral because you don't want to look back at pictures and be like, dang, why did I wear blue glitter? I also have Sandy, which is an amazing gold glitter, which I'm probably going to use today just because this is one of my favorite glitters. It's a very fine gold as opposed to this. This is a very fine, more like neutral gold, whereas this NYX one is very gold, like a coin gold. So if you want the coin gold, go with the NYX one. If you want a very nice neutral gold, go with Sandy. So I totally cut off everything that I said. My camera like didn't record. Glitter in Sandy, and it's from Violet Voss. I love Violet Voss glitters, comfortable with glitter, but you still want that nice pop that the shimmer eyeshadows don't give to you. I suggest getting a little pigment. This is a MAC pigment in the shade Naked. Pigments are great if you want that pop but don't want to wear glitter or anything like that. I love pigments so much. So now what I'm going to do is do a wing liner, and I'm going to use the Inglot Gel number 77 liner, and I did a wing liner tutorial, so I will leave that linked in the down bar below if you guys want to check it out. You guys can, but I'm going to use a gel liner today because gel liners tend to stay in place. So I just did like a little baby wing just to accentuate my eyes a little bit, but not do anything too crazy. So that's what I did. For me, Demi G's are like my natural go-to lashes, just because these are really wispy, really voluminous, and really long. And they're really voluminous without being too extreme. So these are the Demi G lashes. You could also apply Goddess lashes by Coco Lash, but I love the Demi G's. They're honestly just so beautiful and they just make you look so pretty. Now we can finally move on to our face. If you have any like glitter fallout, then just remove that with a remove it with a makeup wipe. So now that we have moisturized our face and we, you know, did all that, we're gonna move on to primer. I'm actually going to use a glow elixir, which I should have used earlier, but I'll just use it right now because if I were going to prom, I want my skin to look as dewy as possible without rubbing off completely. You guys know what I'm talking about? And I think this oil really does that. So just use that. I would definitely recommend using it before I did all this eye makeup. And then we're going to spray our face with the Smashbox primer water. This is by far the best primer water. If I'm trying to go all out with my makeup, I'll definitely use this Smashbox primer water. It's the best. I'm going to use two primers. They're both from Smashbox, and one is the Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. This is the pore minimizing primer, so if you have pores, like I have pores in my nose and right here, that's where I get the largest pores, so that's where I would put this. So that's where I'm going to put this, just because I want to decrease the look of my pores. I also really love the Benefit one. That one's my favorite. I also have pores down here, basically my T-zone. So this is going to ensure that your makeup is going to stay on all night. This is the Photo Finish Primer. This is going to make sure that your makeup stays on all night and that you look flawless in pictures. I'm just going to put that everywhere else and just kind of like tap it. Let's talk about foundation. Now some foundation recommendations that I have are, where is the other one? I have 3 recommendations for you guys. The first one is, of course, my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. I think this will forever be my favorite foundation until I like find a new one. I really want to try the Estee Lauder one, so maybe that'll be my new favorite. But for now, Hourglass Vanish Foundation Stick is the best so far right now. But I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to either use the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation, or this is the one that I used for my prom. This is the Clinique Even Better Makeup. I got recommended this by the Sephora girl, which kept my makeup on all day. This was the only thing, this was like the only positive thing that girl did, was like introduce me to this foundation, because it made my makeup stay on all day and it actually looks flawless in pictures. And then of course the Makeup Forever HD looks amazing. I'm gonna go in with the Clinique one because this is what I used for my prom, so let's bring it back 3 years ago. I'm in the color, hold on, I'm in the color Ivory. And I'm going to mix my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, just because, again, I want that really nice glowy skin. So for concealer, another thing that I want to talk about is you don't want your concealer to be too light under your eyes, just because it could have like some flashbacks. Shape Tape is in the shade Light, and I never wear it if I'm going to take pictures or anything like that. And I love it, but it is a little too light for me. As you can probably tell, it's like a very pale white. I suggest going a shade or two lighter than your normal skin tone. Come get lost with me. Come get lost with me. Come get lost with me. Just run. Now, because we are going all out for this prom tutorial, I'm going to cream contour. I have a couple of cream contour kits. First one that I love is the Anastasia contour kit. I love this, but I think if you're gonna go out and buy a contour kit, I probably would recommend this one by Tarte. It's the Tarte Pro Glow, just because it has all of these highlighting shades, a cream contour and a normal contour color, and I think it's amazing for what you pay for. You're getting all of these things. A drugstore contour that I really love is the Maybelline Master Tour Face Studio V-shaped duo stick. That's a mouthful, but this is beautiful. It blends out like a charm. It has a contour and a highlighting, and this is like my favorite from the drugstore. For the sake of the video, I'm going to use the Tarte Pro Glow, and I apply that with my Sigma P88 brush. To blend that out, I'm going to be taking my MAC 130 little duo fiber brush. I'm just going to buff this into my skin. I know cream contour can be kind of like scary to some people because it's so dark and you're like putting something on, but trust, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. If you're contouring your chin, make sure you don't have any lines, dark lines, because you do not want to look like you have a beard, girl. To lighten my cheekbone, I'm actually going to take the Maybelline Master Duo stick and use the highlight side and just clean this up right here. Okay, so now that we are all with our creams, let me talk about setting powders for a second here. I want to bake for prom. That's just my thing, because you definitely want this to last from the time you're taking pictures, which is normally, for me, it was like afternoon to nighttime, so pretty much like 12 hours, at least 12 hours. The products that I don't recommend for baking, at least that's what I have. A powder I will never bake with is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. This is just flashback central. Like, you will get a big flashback if you bake under this. Trust, I've done it. It's embarrassing. You do not want this. But I am going to use this powder for something else, which you guys will see later. I love this product so much, but definitely not really good for photos in my opinion, because it is so white that it will flash back. Like, even though it says no, it won't flash back, even though you might think it's really good and it won't flash back, trust me girl, it will. The airspun doesn't last me for the many hours that I need. So what I love is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I have the Laura Mercier in soft porcelain, which I use for all my face, and I just use the translucent for under my eyes and kind of like right here because I don't want like a shadow. And what I use is I use the Bye Bye Pores for my pores, and it just vanishes them, honestly. So all I did was I put my Laura Mercier powder under there, and now what I'm going to do is take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder, and I'm going to be taking a little Kat Von D brush, which is like the two-sided brush. I'm taking a very fine amount, and I'm literally just packing this on. This instantly will blur your pores out completely and make them vanish. Set the rest of my face, I'm going to dip into the soft porcelain and set wherever else I need to set. Your face, even though you might think if you have dry skin that it's going to just flake off, it's still really important to set your face because you don't want it to move, especially set the contour areas. I mean, we're not like full on like dipping. It's just a light set to ensure everything is going to last all day. Set all those powders with some MAC Fix Plus, and yeah, this is just going to ensure that your powders are definitely going to absorb. For my bronzer, so I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just taking my Morphe M527 brush. And to contour, you could use the same palette, but I'm going to be using the Sculpt shade right here. And I'm just going to use that Kat Von D brush to clean up that with my translucent powder. The Shade Light Eye Palette. And I'm just going to basically taking the dark brown and the black and kind of mixing them together and smudging them. And I'm going to be smudging them onto my lower lash line, but not anything too intense. Guys, so if you want, you can definitely add some liner to the waterline, but I'm just going to leave it like this because I really like how it looks. You want to add a really nice blush. It doesn't have to be a very pink, vibrant blush, but you definitely want to add a blush. That way when you take pictures and look, you just look like you're really fresh and very blossomy. So two blushes that I recommend that are singles are Video from Urban Decay. It's a very neutralized blush. Exposed by Tarte. I think this blush is beautiful and a very neutral. You could definitely tell the difference though, but Video is a little bit more on the orange side and is a little bit more neutrally orange, as Exposed is more pinky, blushy, flesh toned. Another thing I recommend is if you guys have this, the Becca Jaclyn Hill. I really love this color right here. It's called Amaretto. This color is called Amaretto right here. It's super pretty, and it comes with 2 highlighting shades and 3 blushes. So this is a really good deal, but I'm not going to use this today because I know some people don't have it. Blush in Video today. And you don't have to go ham with the blush. Just smile and definitely put it on the apples of your cheeks. That way when you take pictures and you're smiling, it just looks really beautiful. Highlighting, again, you could use that same Jaclyn Hill Becca highlighter, or you can use the Tarteist Pro Glow, just because these have amazing highlights in them, very subtle and very nice. One highlight that I love, which is a single highlight, which I think is amazing and beautiful on all skin types, is So Hollywood. It's just such a really nice, this is from Anastasia and it's in So Hollywood, and it's so beautiful and so amazing, and I really do love this for that like glow. Today I think I'm going to go in with So Hollywood just because I'm really excited. I haven't played around with this in a while. I'm going to spray my face with Fix Plus once more just to set all these powders and then go in with my highlight. What you're going to want to do is take your beauty blender and go ahead and like pounce it onto your face so it's like your skin. You're going to want to line your lips that way when you that way if your lipstick ever comes off, you have the liner. This is MAC lip pencil in Rural. So I just like lined a little bit and filled a little bit in, and I have a couple of options for lips here. Pure Hollywood, just because on my skin this is like amazing and I love how it looks. You want to use a liquid lipstick, that way it can stay all night and you can dance away and you could like do whatever and your lipstick will not budge. Another one is Ashton. It's really pretty on deeper skin tones for a nude lip. I love Pasadena from Ofra. It's a really nice nudie mauve color. A lip gloss, if you really want to wear lip gloss, I would suggest using Kylie's So Cute gloss. These are really pigmented and it's a nude gloss, so it won't interfere. Kylie Exposed is a really nice neutral orange, and then Aries is a nice nude pink. Spraying our face with Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, and we're just going to spritz this all on. And that is going to ensure that our makeup is going to stay all day. So this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys got some pointers on for your prom. If you guys have any other suggestions on prom videos, definitely leave them linked down below. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!